Oh, that's what those symbols are. And a widow in distress. Let's help out the widow in distress. What is up, guys? Back with another episode of Vampyr for you. And last episode, well, sister's funeral, a priest that's so sexist and highly religious, I don't like him, and a hunt who paid a visit to the hospital. So it's all fun and games until someone gets angry, pretty much.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
What happened here?
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
What can you tell me about the recent events in the hospital?
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room, then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No. I was working by the tents when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
Huh.
Where is Miss Jones's body?
I don't know. I'd imagine the morgue. It all happened so quickly.
Did you see Sean Hampton leave the hospital?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates after the shouting started. At first I thought it was someone who was just scared, but... well, maybe it was him.
Goodbye, nurse.
Wait, is it the guy who... oh, it might be the guy who was sat there.
What on earth happened here?
Oh, maybe I should have killed him. Put him out of his misery. I don't know. Alright. Which way to the widow? This way.
If only I were young again.
Just keep running along the docks. Well, I said docks. And we just took a wrong turn. Okay, it's official. Just stay on the path, stay on the road. Straight up, then a right. Oh, you guys again. Actually, let's try out the new power suit.
Watch yourselves! Over there!
Ow. Oh, don't worry, pal. I can keep this going all night. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Die, leech!
Oh, you're paying for that one. Damn, that was awesome. Maybe I should try using Blood Spear on big guys like that next time.
Get your weapons ready! We found.
Can you, like, back off?
Fuck, it's fast! Oh, that's gonna smart.
Right, that's it. I'm going to drain that guy. I've had enough. You like shooting at me? How do you like getting bitten? First, I'll use my Shadow Claws. It'll kill this guy with one hit. I'll make sure he feels it first. Yeah, you're not so tough now that you're cornered, are you? Enjoy. Right. Widow in distress. It's better to try and help people whilst I can because apparently it's got something to do with good karma. Might as well check it out. Either that will be value enough to eat. Man, what a jerk! Say that, you dirty beast. Seriously, can you not do that? There we go. Every time I like open the map, it's hello. What are you doing here?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
Well, the quality is going up.
Have you recent news of
This part of town is very fragile. I hope the trust so many people put in her will not be betrayed.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiao Shun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is
Isn't it
so
always?
little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease.
Technically, you're
It can
not.
take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them. but not now. I need silence. And I need sadness.
Yeah, that's not a good idea considering that there's others around the area.
Sadness can be a terrible trap. It can entangle you and weaken your heart if you let it control your thoughts.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
Well, I've asked those questions, so...
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician. One of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I felt I should share it with you. Since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
Yeah, that's sweet. Mind you, maybe she should actually go home.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
To be honest, I don't know. Please forgive me if I've upset you. We must all honor our departed loved ones in our own way.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please
Oh, you definitely have a
accept
good
my
reason to visit
condolences
cemeteries
for your
at
loss
night.
Then, Dr. Reed.
You
Seriously
should
though,
go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
The work. Maybe I'll see you again.
As we'll see how it
How
helps
do you
us.
feel? Physically speaking, I mean.
I don't feel good, Dr. Reed. Not at all.
I will see you later.
Wait, hold
How
on.
do
what?
you feel?
I don't...
Oh, wait, treatment for cold required. Okay.
I will... Goodbye.
Where's the nearest hideout so I can give us some cold medicine? The nearest hideout is all the way back at the hospital. Sweet. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm going the right way. Anna? Whoops. No, this way. then, let's... Yeah, here we go. Alright then. Let's go around this way. Hello. Right, here we go. Craft that. Get back to it and give it to the lady. I'll craft more of them later on after I just quickly treat this one. Because I think I've got to pass this place again, aren't I? Yeah, I do. So... what was that? Oh yeah, right, rodent. Sorry, don't mean to disturb you. I know the term rest in peace is meant to mean something, but there's hardly any rest in peace nowadays. This game might actually be pretty good as a multiplayer game. One vampire versus a pack of hunters. Right, if I remember correctly, she's this way. So guys. Oh, 3, yeah, okay then. Whoa, what the heck was that? That was awesome. I'm pretty certain she was around here somewhere. Whoops. Yeah, she was up here, I think. Here she is. Why are you still here?
Maybe I'll see you
How do you feel? You should recover quickly after taking this.
Thank you, Doctor.
Goodbye for now.
Right, now about those skulls. Well, I can't mind controller yet because she's got 3 and I've only got 2. But I might go back for her later. If she hasn't moved, like she should have. Ah, here we are. Yeah, not even worth going for. Well, I might go from in a moment. Just need to look for the other one. I don't forget it. Let's just head towards the docks. Right, that should be fine. Well, at least it's not like zombies from The Walking Dead. Whoa, 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 what was that? Event? Is it an event? 2 events? Let's check those out. See what's so special about them. Whoops. I think I'll just destabilize the area. Right, now about this event. Which is likely to be outside? Best make some more medicines. Because if people are going to need medicine and I don't have it, then it kind of screws me over a bit. I might need treatment for that. What do I need? Ow. I need codeine and potassium. And I think I know where to go get those two. Where's the merchant? On the front, I think.
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
Good evening. Always a pleasure. A colleague? Not anymore, sir.
What do you mean? You used to be a doctor.
No, sir. It is just that I...
Please show me.
Of course.
Right, here we go. You know, I'll just buy the stuff that I'm running low on. Why the heck not? Maybe I can use that. Not really looking for firearms. Alright, just leave that for now. There was a guy who had fatigue.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
Please, tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital.
I heard Miss Jones call for help from her bedroom. It was some...
Do you know who the nurse was?
Not sure, but I think...
Goodbye for now.
What about that guy Newton? I'm pretty sure I spoke to one earlier. In an earlier episode, I mean.
Words to calm the children. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waver...
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
I'm gonna kill him later.
What can you tell me about the recent...
Nothing like this would have happened if we'd had enough staff and proper shifts.
So you don't think the blame is ours?
We all hold fast here, Dr. Reed. Our...
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a
You just
practitioner.
weren't so
I
I
don't
can mind
question
control
your
you later,
skills,
pal.
Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly
So I
is
can
that
kill
supposed
people
to
like
mean?
you.
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely on the hit list.
I don't see any reason why I should justify my actions to you.
That's true, Dr. Reed. The only judge has to be yourself. The question is, are you judging yourself hard enough?
It seems you have
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree
Definitely
on
revealed
something,
the worst in
Dr.
you.
Ackroyd. I don't
question.
And what
I serve.
Be careful what...
I only.
I don't see...
That's true.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
And I don't
know
agree with
we've
you,
never
pal.
met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
I'm very tempted between animosity or you better change your tone. You know, yeah.
You are going to change
Might as well
your
give him a
tone with me,
warning.
my dear colleague, and very quickly.
I don't think so. Perhaps you think yourself protected by Dr. Swansea, but I am still a free man, and I will speak to you the way I want.
Okay, killing you is going to be much easier.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. but there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Do you need my assistance?
Not at all. I'm sure that you are used to gaining people's trust with your impressive skills. Well, it will not be the case with me.
Thank you for
I'll kill you later.
How can we be sure we're making...
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Oh, well, that's very nice of you.
Can you tell me anything about...
I'm sure it was not your fault, Dr. Reed.
My fault? What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. It's just... I heard it was you who brought the murderer inside our walls. But you couldn't know, could you?
Okay, that was a little bit rude.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your...
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process...
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood...
I based my technique on my mentor's research.
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious
Wait, you've
and
been
methodical,
experimenting on patients?
you may remain empty.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the
What made you choose to be a...
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to...
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only...
What can you tell me?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn...
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my...
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh, no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may... You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of...
Questions remain about our capacity to...
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about...
Tell me more about your willingness to expect...
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion...
What is it you really want? To save him?
Fair question. I want nothing...
Huh.
Tell me, Mr. Fiddick's...
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first clicked.
But why would he hide such crucial information from...
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also... appear to be a lack of...
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse...
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings.
Goodbye.
Alright, okay then.
But in circumstances...
You've got
I'm
some
quite
explaining
busy,
to do, boy. Boy playing
Tell me,
doctor, ain't that
Waverly,
nice?
what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure. But my...
Why do you...
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
If you are going to lead this surgery, I'm trusting you to assume the consequences of your actions.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reed. There is no need for you to be looking over...
Every.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland...
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Oh, you would.
Thank you for your...
I will not let you down, my boy.
Huh? Where'd the other guy go?
Good evening.
What can you...
It's a disgrace. How on...
Goodbye,
More
Mrs.
full
Gosling.
secrets.
Good evening, Mr. Gosling.
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Right, there we go.
I have to go.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye.
Actually,
Good evening, Doctor.
no.
Goodbye, Mrs.
How do
Gosling. Good evening.
I'm okay.
I could go for him. He's not worth it.
I have to go now, sir.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
I'll never forgive you.
I have wasted too much energy for so little result.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been in...
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion?
Everybody's afraid.
As a nurse at this hospital,
Yeah. Until it's my turn to have blood spread all over the walls.
how long have you been...
Or long enough to see that the epidemic is winning.
I don't like your attitude, Nurse Hawkins. Pessimism can be as lethal as the epidemic in times like these.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembrokes...
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning Doctor.
Why does Milton...
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Why is Milton...
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
How would you describe this situation?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish
No,
I
but it
could
killed
believe
enough.
You must get a hold.
you. Sorry, I'm exhausted.
Goodbye.
Right, let's head. Well, I guess I could check her out first and then go to the docks.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good.
Do you need medical help yourself, Nurse?
I'm fine, really.
Goodbye.
I don't blame her for being tired.
Good evening.
Dr. Reed, any good news?
Do you need any medical assistance?
Come on, don't be...
Tempting, but not worth
Goodbye,
it.
Doctor.
Oh, Jonathan.
Oh, seriously, I can't go back?
Would you care to partake in this?
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent. For there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
Right, fair enough.
Thank you.
Does.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Do you need any medical help, Milton? Do you need any
I'm fine, Doc. Physically, at least. But I would give everything to be in a better place.
Goodbye.
Right, let's talk to her again about
How may I help?
about everything.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes. It has happened to me.
Is this a sign?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens.
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened.
What more can you tell me about him?
Well,
He was
Stazzy
bigger
was
than a man.
huge.
Huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
Sounds good to me.
Have you embraced this woman?
Her name was Amelia. And no, I did not kill her. I vowed a very long time ago that I would never take another...
Is there sufficient vitality in the blood of...
Yes, Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every waking hour. Frankly, I'm starving.
Temptation surrounds us.
Over the years, any pleasure I once gleaned from feeding is long gone. I drink for sustenance. And though I still thirst for more...
Thank you,
Alright, well, I think that's that out of the way. Now, as for the docks... Am I going the right way? Kind of.
It seems the Freewen are redoubling their patrols in the district. I must
Didn't
be
see
more
me.
careful.
But I have
It's
found
locked.
Lex. Of course it's locked. What's up, fellas?
Die, vermin!
Oh, you've ticked me off. Massively.
There's one of them vermin!
Don't attack me like that. Enjoy. I'd have let you guys go, but no, you had to start with me, didn't you? I'll use my claws next time. Whoops, wrong way.
Burn it, boys!
Swine. Nailed it. Ow. Enjoy. Let's try L1 next time. Yeah, this way.
See them fancy clothes? This one's a top!
Okay, that failed.
Murdering bastard!
Right, you know what? You just made the menu, pal. Right, knock this guy out before I stop my build to start. So much for that. Right, let's take a look at my builds real quick. Ah, blood barrier. Right. Okay, I think I'm sorted. Oh, you swine, you're gonna pay for that. Seriously, I'm the one who does the bites around here, not you. Hey boy, this way. Okay, maybe not. Is that thing's eyes glowing? Okay, yeah, definitely glowing. Whoops. Oh, I should have drained him. Oh well.
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Let's take a quick look at the map. Oh, a guy needs help. Hey fellas, how you doing? Doing good? Yeah? Alright. Let's play.
Come on, and I will show you how a wet boot does business. Get away from me! What are you, huh? Get the fuck out, you crazy bastard! Come on, and I will show you how a wet boot does business.
I think I need to increase the bite power.
You want to get me here? Get out! What are you people, huh?
Alright, old man. Let's see what's up with you.
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing in a place like this?
I'm not sure that's any of your business.
I hope you realize that staying here will put your life at great risk.
Pah! I'm not afraid of these guards of Priwen, or whatever these thugs call themselves. I can still kick some respect into those youngsters.
I wasn't specifically referring to
Is he
them.
drunk?
Are you really after these men? Why?
They took my boy. I've had no news since he joined that crazy gang. So I decided to come and find him myself, to get some answers.
I see. But as I said, your life is at risk if you stay here. And I'm not referring to the gangs either. You should leave, sir.
Well, this part of town used to be nicer, let's say. Perhaps you're right. This isn't the best way to save Andrew.
Actually, hold on a second.
Are you
He looks
sure?
really
Young
out of
man.
it. Anyway, let me give him a medical checkup. Well, so it's healthy. I'll talk to him again later. Too bad I can't eat the guy yet. I'm like one thing off. Unless... Holy crap, he is drunk. Well, I can't attack him, I can't eat him yet, so I'll just come back for him later. What's in here? Coins. Drawers. Junk. Don't know what that was. Bloody letter, huh?
There is a name engraved under the blood on the back of the case. Jack Gillingham. Maybe I should return this watch to his family.
Yeah, if it's the old man outside, then I'd best give it back to him.
Are you sure you'll be able to read?
Young man, I am perfectly...
Okay then, maybe not. Well, wait a minute, why am I going back in now? Seriously though, is there somewhere I can deliver the watch? No. Oh, there's some weapon out. Okay, I think I'm sorted. Sort of. I don't have much. Seriously. I am not used to using two weapons. Right, I guess that'll be useful. Wait a minute, I'm pretty sure I've been here before. Yep, I've been here before. Hey, come forward with you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to...
Don't like questions. Or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must.
Do you require medical...
That's something I didn't expect to hear again. A doctor concerned with the health of his patients. Yeah.
I don't know which kind of doctor you're used to dealing with, but it's a doctor's purpose to heal.
And is it your purpose as well, Mr. Reed? I would say it's a...
Oh, you're lucky.
Any chance you can help me find...
The sad saint? Why would you talk...
Actually, that's confidential.
Really? Well, go ask someone else then. I'm sure Tom Watts will gladly answer you.
Maybe that medicine wasn't a good idea, pal. Of course, you're a man of secrets.
What? A shithole filled with maggots.
Are you thinking about someone?
No. Hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shit.
Is there no one who deserves...
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent.
Seriously, dude, what is your problem with everyone?
What's your occupation?
I take care of my mum. That's what I do. She's out.
You seem upset.
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot.
Sometimes it's hard.
I just want her to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience.
Goodbye, Mr. Fick.
Well, since he's looking after his mum, maybe I shouldn't eat him. There's no...
Good evening.
Yeah.
Anything else you can tell me, pal? No. Okay, fair enough.
Goodbye.
Pretty much that's all I needed to, so... Well, all that I could, really, but... There we go. Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try.
Inebriation.
Yes. I feel...
Take this, then. And
hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted. I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me then? Surely you must have had dreams and...
Sure. I wanted things to change. To really change.
Do you really think the world is...
No. I believe we all can choose to make it better.
Sounds like you were an idealist.
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believed that exclusive property...
Yeah, you're not worth eating.
I want to know more about...
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor. Make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean. Do you believe in a blood...
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change.
What do you do?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon.
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad.
That's because I am.
Well, maybe I could move you further in the direction if you want.
Don't you work?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon.
Is there anything in particular?
How dare you say such a thing?
No reason at all to...
Let's ask a few more questions before I put him out of his misery.
Life is hopeless and then we die? Is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
All right.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb.
You lost people you loved.
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it. Now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just...
Is there anything in particular?
How dare you say such a...
No reason at all.
Let me tell you.
Another... Is there...
How dare...
What?
Cynicism.
Yeah, alright, let's put you out in misery, pal. To be honest with you, I think it's for the best. Rest in peace, pal. You've done enough.
No one will ever know what I did. I'm gonna die with blood on my hands. No one will remember me.
Alright then, who are you?
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
What can you tell me?
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire.
If that's the case, then why do you not see that I am one?
Really?
It's fairly
I know what
obvious.
you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist.
Mr. Throgmorton,
There's one
I'm
right in
Dr.
front of
Jonathan
you.
Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton.
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there...
Maybe at least you can tell me who...
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal.
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened
please tell me
his
it's that
faith.
sexist priest. I'll gladly kill him. Oh, that's low XP. Oh, you lucky twat.
Have you heard of the Guard?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters.
Were you ever tempted?
I did think about it, but I'm more...
So you hunt a...
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just...
Just to let you know, as a vampire hunter, you suck. You really suck. I mean, come on, look at those eyes. You can tell that those eyes aren't human. And I would memorise you into a corner, but you're too high a number, so I'll deal with you later.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality.
I'm still Tom Watts.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pep.
The important thing is I find...
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it? I believe he returned to his flock.
Oh, I bet you're right.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. It would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Times like these.
Might as well see if this guy's okay.
Do you need any...
I'm all right, Doc.
What can you tell me about this?
That's not that bad.
Who?
Sure.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
Yeah, maybe by most groups, but still.
I see.
Well, something like that.
Since I'm here...
Well, perhaps, Doctor.
How could a physician help you?
I have a small warehouse.
Doctors aren't immune to disease.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get it.
You're something of a figurehead.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term...
No, and no. Hold on a sec, guys. Sorry about that, guys. My mic just got knocked out.
Goodbye, Mr.
Okay, so warehouse. I don't have a friggin' clue. Let's have a word with you, though.
Evening, miss.
Well, I never.
I'm much more myself.
Welcome back to the turquoise tech.
Do you require
I'm fine, sir. Just...
Miss Cavendish, would
You better ask Tom's.
Why not answer me?
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir.
Goodbye.
Okay, so Tom mentioned a warehouse. Let's find that warehouse.
I cannot enter.
Or find the room, whatever. This might be it. I think.
Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed.
Why?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
The disease takes away the good people, too.
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in? Just grow eyes in the back of that head, sir. So you have questions about the...
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
Mrs. Fishburne.
I am fine for now, at least in body.
I'm trying to locate Mr. Sean.
You talking about the one everyone calls the sad saint? The man who takes care of the homeless?
The very same, Miss Fishburne.
I'm sorry. I don't know where his shelter is. But if you ask around, I'm sure you'll get your answer.
How is life?
Life has always been hard in these...
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter and no one will bat an eye.
Do you think the increase...
Don't know.
May I ask what you...
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope factory, but it closed before the war.
Oh, that's a shame.
I occasionally help at...
May I ask...
Since my...
Did your husband die?
Oh no. My Jack was a docker. He died when...
How do you pay the...
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not...
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne.
Let's leave the old girl alone. For now. I must try and find this warehouse.
Hello, boy. Did I scare you?
No, it's just that...
Well, I won't.
My name is Rufus, sir.
Do you know a man who lives...
Sorry, sir. I don't know...
Well, I don't think you should talk to him.
Thanks for the tip. You might want to check the turquoise turtle. It's a...
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me.
A real doctor treats them.
I don't know what to say. Thank you.
Are you alone?
I don't have any.
So you have no home?
No. I mean, yes.
You should be careful, Rufus. There are things that lurk in the shadows of this city.
I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost.
What can you...
It's all about staying out of trouble.
Why do people...
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around it.
Have you ever thought about...
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city.
What do you do around?
I listen to the news on the dock, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do.
What do people...
Things have been tense between the wet boot...
So long, Rufus.
Again, leave that guy be for now. I'll get him later.
Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Right, so the warehouse is not down here. Let's have a quick look around.
It's locked.
Seriously, I just don't walk out. You know what, forget the warehouse, let's just carry on with things. Actually, yeah, I think there's a shortcut on the dock somewhere I can use. It just saves me going all the way around.
This is a slaughterhouse. It's locked, all right. From Seymour to my beloved mother, Stella. Fishburne, that sneaky bastard.
So... you were hiding something.
Good evening, Mr.
Yeah.
I have retrieved the gift for your mother.
Great. Give it here then and...
I also found the corpses. The ones under which you left them.
Ah, so that's where I left it. I can be a bit...
Have you no remorse?
I have many weaknesses, Dr. Reed, but lying about who I am ain't one of them.
You're not a mindless animal, Seymour. Surely you have something to say about these murders.
Could be right, Dr. Reed. Maybe it'll do some good to confide in a jet.
Tell me about your victims, Seymour.
Who? Why should there be? They just kept getting on my nerves at the worst times, that's all.
You feel nothing, do you?
You seem pretty calm yourself.
We're not talking about them.
That right? Well...
how many?
It's not like I keep records.
Did you take pleasure in...
I take no pleasure from it. Just...
this rage.
I tried. For my mum. I tried for her. Telling the truth made me feel better.
Don't you...
No. And don't dare speak about me to your colleagues either. Keep your mouth shut tight. Special...
Why is your...
my son. She's the only one who knows me. Sometimes I think she knows me better than I know myself.
I understand you love her. But can't you see the awful situation?
Do you think my mum would have a better life if I were dead?
Death is an appropriate punishment for your crimes, Seymour Fishburne. Cherish every day that you spend.
It might be my mum's wish that I end up swinging from a hangman's noose. But she wouldn't want to be the one who ties a knot round me.
Goodbye, Mr.
Every night, the darkness, and every dawn.
Let's go and pay Mum a visit.
Good evening, Mrs. Fitz.
Of course. Please don't stay too long, sir. What can I do?
Tell me about these demons Seymour needs.
Seymour used to be such a happy child. And he is still a helping son most of the time. But when he gets...
All men and women are born innocent, Mrs. Fishburne. But there can be a monster within any of us.
Do you think he can be cured, Doctor? Do you think something can extinguish this rage inside my Seymour?
I'm afraid these demons, as he calls them, are just...
There ain't no hope, then. Somehow, somewhere, my son has turned into a monster.
Stella, I know you are ashamed.
I can't report my own son.
Burden?
They'd hang him for sure.
I'm convinced you raised Seymour the best you could. You're not responsible for what he became.
If someone ever found the courage to speak to the police...
Your son's gone way beyond simply bullying people. He has a taste for blood, and you know it, don't you?
One night, he told me straight up, in his own words. It was several days after one of his episodes.
Did Seymour tell...
More than I could stand.
Why did he
No.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne.
Let's have a word with, what's his name?
Am I really cursed?
Evening.
Evening, Mr.
So long.
Some call this the bad part of town.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Right, I will be going for you later.
Good evening, Mrs.
Of course. Please don't stay too long, sir. What can I do?
Right, your time is up.
Should I have turned my Seymour in? Was my crime to love my son?
No.
I cannot enter.
Seriously, yeah, forward. Thank you. Oh, is this the warehouse?
Another disgusting rule, did it?
I don't think so. Wounds are clean, it's pathetic.
A freaking vampire, then.
Can't say, but whatever did this carefully avoided the arteries. We found ourselves a bloody army.
Seems like the guard of Prewen is on short hands.
That's gonna hurt! You're mine, Toby!
Whoa, this guy's got a flamethrower.
Cross the leech, boy!
Okay, you know what, just for that.
Die, vermin!
Watch it! It's a killer!
The wounds on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
Well, looks like they're still tearing the
This
place
poor
apart.
man has just been slaughtered by a vampire. The body's still warm.
Out of the way. Do you mind? I'd appreciate being smoked up. That was not very pleasant. Great, more of them. Don't you attack me. Right, I'm nearly at the area I need to be at. Who are you?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. John.
Good evening, sir. My name...
Have we met before?
No. But I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be...
That's quite judgmental.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I...
Do you need medical help, Miss Paxton?
No, thank you.
I'm looking for Sean.
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he...
Watch it, girl.
May I ask what you do for a...
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
Why such hatred?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your prick...
Wait, how valuable are you?
As I told you, I'm...
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a...
Right, you know what, after I'm done interrogating you, you're going to die.
What can you tell me about this
your
facility?
attitude.
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet...
Your manners, your clothes, your...
You're right. I have never suffered from poverty. But that doesn't mean I don't fight it and its consequences.
I really doubt you ever had to fight for any...
If you have something to say, say it.
Oh. You want information?
You speak of strikes and class enemy.
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
You lost your job.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Isn't the whole point of trade...
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform.
You may have every right to be angry, woman, but you don't have every right to be angry at me.
Well, I'll leave...
I'll be back for you later.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr...
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the dock.
And what about you? Working...
You want to know my secret?
Do you need my medical attention, Miss Pack?
I'm fine, Dr. Reed.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton.
Mr. Hampton must be in his office.
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet...
Is it not dangerous?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away.
Are you homeless?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now.
What can you tell me?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton.
What can you tell me about this place?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself...
You really think I...
No. I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those...
Which local...
Well, the gangs...
Well, I am not someone...
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter.
Goodbye, Miss...
You again.
Well...
Why the long face?
Is it all that worries you, Sean?
This is a blessing for me, to become a Skal. Immortality gives me more time and energy, if truth be known, to run a shelter. What more could I...
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean. Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light. Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is but...
Very well. You have...
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender. It's in the pits, where the city is darkest. The place you'll find your light. We shall have a good chat later, Dr. Reed. We'll have a talk when you've returned from the sewers, Dr. Reed. We shall have a good chat later, Dr. Reed.
Also, I can't talk to this guy anymore, his dialogue's exhausted. I'll talk to him again after the sewer part.
Glad to...
You seem
Goodbye,
nice
Miss
enough. I'll leave you alone for the moment. You, on the other hand... Wait, what?
The vampire kills in utter silence.
Where is she?
You...
What more can you tell me? You're
Well,
lucky that there's nothing worth taking right now.
We'll return to the shadows once the epidemic has...
Good evening, Mr.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance?
What can you tell me?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack?
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's...
So...
I patrol late at night.
Can I help?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the
Okay,
vampire
yeah, he's
threat.
gotta go.
Are you asking me to paste posters about...
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that...
How do you identify...
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also
someone
cannot
please
enter
kill
a house
him?
without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself?
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's
Nope,
a
he has
dirty
not.
business, believe me.
Goodbye.
Well, the sooner my mind control levels up, the sooner I can get rid of him. Okay, I'm going to end this episode here. We'll check out the sewers in the next episode. So if you enjoyed what you've seen so far, leave a like, comment and subscribe. It really helps us out. And I'll see you guys in the next video.